2 weeks ago, Coronation Street lost one of its best-loved members of the cast. A woman not just loved by her colleagues, but loved by millions of viewers, too. As Deirdre Barlow, Anne Kirkbride created one of the most popular characters in the history of ITV. And for all of us lucky enough to call Annie a friend, we'll miss her big heart, her sense of humour, her laugh, her warmth and her hugs. We have been overwhelmed by the response to the sad news of Annie's passing. She made what will be her last appearance in Coronation Street on the 8th of October, 2014.
The jelly hasn't set.
Well, then you speak to him. And while you're at it, you can give him a few tips on how to get off.
Oh, you cheeky cow!
Can we all please just
Hasn't.
can't?
Look.
What? It doesn't matter.
Yes, it does. Jelly shouldn't run. It should wobble.
Deirdre! 2 years ago, Annie celebrated 40 years on Coronation Street. And ITV marked this achievement with a documentary, Deirdre and Me. To pay tribute to this remarkable woman, we've now got another opportunity to celebrate Annie's wonderful contribution to British television. There wasn't a day that went by when Annie wouldn't tell us how much she loved us. And Annie, we love you too.
It's 40 years since Anne Kirkbride made her first appearance on Coronation Street.
I think it's about time somebody bought me another drink.
Hello, Deirdre.
Over the decades, her on-screen character Deirdre has had some of the most dramatic storylines in the show's history.
Shut up! I'm warning you, get out of this house before
You go!
She never says a word wrong, never puts a foot wrong, and it's all so easy for us, infuriating.
Goodbye, Rachel.
It's easy to forget how she's created this amazing character.
I didn't do any of it.
To have done this job for that long and still be that good is amazing.
But how much do we really know about the actress behind the glasses? We'll hear what it's really been like to play one of the most famous faces in British TV history.
You come into the street and overnight you are incredibly famous. And that is a big thing to have to deal with.
Good to see you.
Oh, sweetheart.
And we'll reunite the actors whose sensational storyline put soaps on the front page for the first time.
I got my boys.
This is the story of one woman with two extraordinary lives.
In as Annie, out as Deirdre. Yeah, that needs doing then. I'll just get my WD-40.
For 40 years, Anne Kirkbride has played the part of Deirdre in Coronation Street. Today, ITV studios in Manchester are Anne's second home.
How about that? Perfect. I have to do that every so often. So mega for that this time.
But how did Deirdre and Anne get here? Anne Kirkbride was born on the 21st of June 1954, daughter to Jack and Enid. Alongside younger brother John, Anne grew up in Oldham, Lancashire. But when she was 11 years old, the family moved to rural Saddleworth.
This house had been in the family for a long, long time. I think my great-grandfather won it at the local pub in a game of cards. There was a lot of that went on in those days, apparently. As a child, I was pretty much like I am now. I was highly emotional, highly excitable. I was a lot like my dad. We have very similar temperaments. He was a dreamer, and I always said he had a mind full of magic. He really did. My mother despaired of me. She saw that life was always going to be difficult for me because of the way I was.
It was Mum Enid that first spotted Anne's performing potential.
First of all, I thought I was going to be a ballet dancer because I loved to dance. And then my mum got me involved with the Oldham Rep Junior Theatre Goers Club. And it was there, really, that I realised that I could act.
In November 1971, a reluctant Anne landed a part in a Jack Rosenthal drama for ITV's Saturday Night Theatre.
Morning.
Seen who's reffing?
Lord Longford.
Good God.
It was freezing cold and I had hot pants on.
Oh, God, I'm hungry. Come on, Albie. What time? I've no idea. You know, we've been
Inside now, lovely.
I think I was quite glad when it was over and I could get back to the nice, cosy world of Oldham Rep.
In the summer of 1972, Anne was once again coaxed away from the comfort of the theatre to another, this time life-changing appointment at Granada.
It was for something completely different. It wasn't for the street at all. And then they went, oh, before you go, would you just nip down the corridor to the Coronation Street office? They've got 3 lines, that's all it is, and they just need someone with a good northern accent.
New Coronation Street producer Eric Prithuk was looking for younger female characters to join the cast.
I didn't even read for it. He just said, oh, you can do this standing on your head. And I just thought, no. And I went back out to the van. My dad was waiting for me. And I just cried and cried. And he said, oh, don't worry, you'll get the next one. I said, no, I've got it. That's why I'm crying.
I think it scared her a bit. And she thought her whole life was going to change. She got over it, you know. She was happy as Larry when the time we got home, you know, she was okay. But I said it's a great opportunity, you know. I said, who knows where you'll finish up.
On Monday, the 20th of November 1972, 18-year-old Anne Kirkbride made her first appearance on Coronation Street as Deirdre Hunt was introduced to the nation.
I think it's about time somebody bought me another drink.
Oh, that's what I like about her. Dead subtle, you know. You have to watch her, you know.
Oh, you can watch me any time you like. I've always had a fatal weakness for men with curly hair.
Oh, she's off, she's off, she's off. Get him in, Howard, will you? Get him in, there's a good lad.
They obviously liked what I did because I was asked back. But the second time I went back, I was more comfortable because I knew people by then.
Go on, ask me. So what do you want most in all the world?
What do you want most in all the world?
A wardrobe.
It was just inspired dialogue, and I think that, as much as anything, was what made people want me back, because the stuff was so good that I had to do.
But Anne brought something else to Coronation Street: sex appeal.
I was a Corrie babe. I was one of the young ones. I was one of the dolly birds.
I was going to say, do you think I'm going to be all right in my jeans and smock top for tonight?
Annie was the most beautiful, the sexiest, and the best-looking girl in the street, without question.
But in 1978, after her on-screen husband decided to leave the show, Anne's future in Britain's favourite soap was in doubt.
Won't be a sec, love.
Deirdre was one of the first single mothers in soap. Other shows, that character would have had to go. I mean, there's no two ways about it. You couldn't have really seen a woman on her own bringing up a tiny baby. You just wouldn't. But, of course, Deirdre was such a brilliant character that they clearly didn't want to lose her.
To keep Deirdre in the show, the producers decided she wouldn't be a single mother for long and paired her up with one of the street's original cast members, the dashing and debonair Ken Barlow.
Hello, Mr. Barlow.
Hello. What's all this then? Working in your lunch hour? Ken had been through a pretty rough old time one way and another, and then when they said they were going to put him together with Deirdre, I thought, wow, this is great. You know, she's considerably younger, very, very beautiful, very attractive. So, oh yeah, I was all for that.
When they put Deirdre with Ken, I was thrilled. I was absolutely delighted. I'd done scenes with Bill. To be actually working with him was just brilliant. I just thought I was so lucky.
On the 27th of July, 1981, over 24 million viewers watched Ken marry Deirdre. It seems even Blanche approved.
I bet you're both glad that's over.
I enjoyed every minute of it.
Oh, I couldn't stop shaking.
Happiness to you both.
Thank you, Hilda.
May all your troubles be little ones.
Oh.
I was on my own, actually, when I watched it. I was just on my own, and I never really take things like that in. I never really get too excited about it because I can't, because it doesn't seem real.
Well, feel any different?
Only sort of very happy.
But Deirdre's happiness would be short-lived.
She was being taken for granted by Ken. He'd be sitting in his Marks & Spencer's cardigan, you know, watching telly or doing the crosswords. He had his committees to go to, you know, and she was bored.
I don't want a boring life. I don't want to just go through the motions.
Well, what else do you want?
What I've found.
What's that?
Somebody else.
Who?
Mike Baldwin.
We were kind of like, oh, that should be interesting. Bound to be a few letters about that. But we had no idea that it was going to cause the absolute mayhem that it did.
Ken, Mike and Deirdre's affair was different. It felt like it was real. We were gripped by it. When I say we, I mean the whole nation was.
Mike offered her something different. He'd open her mind to other things. He'd talk about these closed-up streets with boring people with their boring little minds, and he offered her a taste and a vision of something else.
It's 30 years since the street was rocked by the love triangle of Mike, Ken and Deirdre.
Do you think I wanted it to happen? Do you think I wanted this? Because you're so bloody stupid!
It's 6 years since Mike Baldwin died on Weatherfield's cobbles.
Ignore it.
But today, actor Johnny Briggs is back at Coronation Street and the scene of the dramatic affair which gripped 20 million viewers.
Hello. Hello. Oh, I love you. I got my boys.
No, it's good to see you. Looking good, Johnny.
Thank you. Look, you're both of you looking fantastic.
Yeah. Here we are.
Oh, yeah, number one.
Number one.
Do you remember banging on that door?
I do. I didn't bang hard enough, though, didn't I?
Well, you did. I answered it, and then he strangled me.
Why did you put the phone down on me?
It's Ken. He knows. I've told him everything.
Get out of this house.
Shut up!
I'm warning you. Get out of this house.
That's it. You go. Go.
I found this newspaper, and look, there's Ken and Deirdre, and it says, Ken cracked up over Deirdre's dallying with Smoothie Mike Baldwin.
Not changed a bit, Johnny.
No, not changed a bit.
Viewers gripped their armchairs as jealousy seized Ken, slammed the front door, grabbed Deirdre by the throat and pinned her to the front door. Deirdre's face was twisted with pain as Ken tightened his grip and snarled his fury at her.
Snarl.
Finally, he raged at Deirdre. Pack your bags, go to Baldwin.
Pack your bags. And go to Baldwin. Or wherever the hell you like.
Oh, one of the reasons I'm here.
Go on, then.
You left these in the bedroom.
I wondered what had happened to those. It's my re-entry shields.
Oh, hey, I'm in love again.
Oh, my.
I'm in love, kid.
Oh, my.
You made a terrible mistake.
I don't think I approve of all that.
Over the years, Deirdre's love life has been anything but simple. Off-screen, Anne Kirkbride's personal life has had its trials and tribulations too.
I fell in love very easily, had my heart broken so many times, and I'd actually given up. I had given up on ever finding the right person.
But one day in 1990, co-star Bill Roache delivered some promising news.
Bill did my chart for me, my horoscope, and he suddenly jumped up, and this is wonderful. And I went, what? He said, this grand trine, he said, this is gonna happen.
And there's a thing where Venus gets in conjunction with the sun at a certain time, which means that there's a great love of your life is going to happen. And it was there, I told her about that in her chart, and sure enough, just after that, David Beckett came on the scene.
He actually came into the show to play my boyfriend. And I'd never met him, and I didn't even know what he looked like, and I said to the PA, what does he look like? What, you know, who is he? And she showed me his picture in Spotlight, and the first thing I said was, oh, nice, he looks like a Leo. And she went, oh, Annie, what are you like?
I was called up to Granada for wardrobe and costume fitting, get your hair cut, check out your makeup prior to starting work the following couple of days later. And they said, would you like to meet Annie? So I said, yeah, great.
He came to meet me in my dressing room, and the first thing I said to him was, what's your birth sign?
So I said, Leo. She said, yeah, knew it. And I just looked her in the eyes, and I thought, wow, great eyes. Never noticed them before, but beautiful green eyes. That was the first time I met her.
Hello.
Mrs. Barlow?
Deirdre.
Deirdre.
Well, come in.
Jack and his dad, he used to come round on a Saturday night, and he used to look at you and he'd just give you a little wink and say, oh, how's it going? All right. I've never kissed a counsellor before.
I was beginning to think you never would.
She rang me up one night. She said, Dad, David and I are going to get engaged. I said, I'm not a bit surprised, love. She said, how did you know? I said, look, I've been watching you two on the television, I said, and those kisses are for real. I said, there's nothing acted about that.
In the summer of 1992, 2 years after they met on Coronation Street, Anne and David were married. But Deirdre wasn't so lucky in love, and 1997 saw the start of one of soap's greatest ever storylines, when she fell for a high flyer.
Excuse me, a pint of bitter, please.
She has her head turned yet again by someone who's quite exotic for Coronation Street. You know, he's a pilot, he's very dapper, he wears his posh pilot suit, he's got a pull-along trolley.
Will you ring me when you get to Nairobi?
As soon as we land.
Oh, I'm gonna miss you.
Oh, look, she's met someone really nice. He's a pilot and he's got a nice uniform and it's all going to be lovely. And then, of course, gradually the audience start to see that all is not quite as it seems to be.
Can I help you, madam?
Ken finds out that he's a complete phony. He's actually selling ties in Manchester Airport. But Deirdre's fed up with Ken, knocking on the door, trying to get back in, saying bad things about anyone she's having a relationship with. So she just thinks it's him being resentful and all that.
You've seen him wearing the uniform, for goodness sake.
And have you seen him actually flying planes? Because I've seen him actually selling ties.
And I think what made that such a big thing was the fact that the audience were in on it right almost from the start, and Deirdre was clueless, and everybody was just dying for her to find out.
Hello, John. Having a nice holiday?
And then the poor little thing finished up in prison.
Drawn into John Lindsay's tangled web of deceit, Deirdre was sent to jail for fraud.
Deirdre Ann Rashid, I sentence you a total custodial sentence of 18 months. You understand?
It was that sad face that just went through all that court stuff. She looked so devastated.
That picture behind bars, I remember I must have been at about 11 at the time, and it was all over the news, all over the newspapers.
I remember going to school one day and seeing it on the back of lorries, Free Deirdre Rashid, in fingerprints from the dirt marks on the back.
The Weatherfield one, get her out, mentioned in Parliament and all that.
To make something and to be involved in a storyline that chimed with so many people, well, it's brilliant, and it will come along usually once in a character's lifetime, but for Deirdre it's happened twice.
In 2005, Deirdre remarried Ken Barlow, putting her back at the heart of one of television's best-loved families.
Oh, squeaky.
Squeaky?
Because every time I hug you, you squeak.
Oh, with the ear, you mean?
In recent years, many of Deirdre's dramas have been caused by her scheming daughter, Tracy.
Woulda, coulda, shoulda, dad. It's the last words of a fool.
Oh, shut up.
How would I describe my on-screen daughter? She's a nightmare. Deirdre loves her because she's her daughter.
As well as being on-screen mother and daughter, the two actresses also share a close bond away from the cameras.
Sometimes she thinks I am a real mum, because she comes to me with problems and health problems and stuff, and I'm constantly sorting her out.
I spent most of the day in bed on Sunday. She can relate to me, probably, and I can relate to her. We're both a bit, I don't know, off the wall, I suppose. And so we have a really great bond. And she's very maternal towards me. She looks after me.
Anne and Kate have now worked together for 10 years. But an even longer relationship was the one that Anne shared with Maggie Jones, who played Deirdre's outspoken mum, Blanche.
I never let myself get taken back to sordid hotel bedrooms by complete strangers. I never behaved like a dirty little tramp.
We've only got your word for that, haven't we?
The stuff that Maggie and I had together was wonderful because we played off each other, and she would say things and I would go, oh, mother, and she just was constantly embarrassing Deirdre.
You're a star, Daphne.
Deirdre, she's too coarse-featured for a Daphne. Daphne's a delicate, with little noses and rosebud mouths.
Maggie and I were very, very close. We shared a birthday, for one thing. We understood each other very well, and I absolutely loved her, and I worried about her constantly.
Annie would make Maggie's lunch, do all sorts of things for her, look after her on set.
Oh, God, I miss her so much. I really miss her. I loved Maggie so much.
Anne Kirkbride has played Deirdre for 40 years. She's been the feisty daughter.
You could be pig-headed, Deirdre Hunters was sometimes. Do you know that?
Well, I wonder where I get that from.
And the devoted mother.
Oh, come on, Tracy, love.
But the relationship that lies at the very heart of Coronation Street is the one Deirdre shares with on-off husband Ken.
We're splitting up. She's leaving and she's taking Tracy with her.
Ken and Deirdre work so well together. I think it's like Batman and Robin. You can't have one without the other.
Will you make me the happiest man in the world by becoming my wife?
Yes!
Everything's all right when Ken and Deirdre's there.
I love you more than any man I've ever known.
Ken and Deirdre are Coronation Street.
What are the perks of the job?
And what lies behind all of these highs and lows is the unique partnership between actors Bill Roache and Anne Kirkbride.
What was that supposed to mean?
Well, I've got there, I've done it.
Oh, right.
Well.
How much do I enjoy working with Bill? I totally enjoy working with Bill. Totally. I couldn't ask for anyone better to work with. All right.
I think there was a chemistry between Annie and myself. I mean, I think we really, really... Well, we love each other, really, to be honest. You won't have cause to regret it.
Well, I'd better not. Otherwise, it's you and me finished. For good.
A cut. Lovely, thank you.
In 1972, a shy teenage girl from Oldham landed a part on Britain's favourite soap.
Morning.
Since then, Anne Kirkbride has become one of Britain's most popular actresses.
I want us to grow old together.
We are old.
I want us to grow really old together.
I have met and worked with some wonderful people, which I'm immensely grateful for and means so much to me. It's given me my lovely David, my husband, and I'm incredibly grateful to the street for that. It means so much to me.
She is the
I'm a
most
nightmare.
difficult actress to work with I've ever come across.
I'm so awkward.
And I've had years and years of it, but I wouldn't have it any other way. No, she's brilliant, absolutely brilliant.
I love you.
Go and get changed.
And you can catch up with Coronation Street anytime on ITV Player.